Hey guys, Terrie here. So nice to see you. How's your heart today? I hope it's well. I hope it's well. I know it's beating because you're watching this, but how is its coherency? Which of course means how is the frequency of your heart? What information are you feeding your heart when you place your awareness on it, right? Because where we place our awareness is where our energy goes, right? So I wanted to share with you a little bit about matter. Just talk a little bit about matter, make it a little easier for us to understand, and how living in the 3D physical world is affecting us right now, and how we may be navigating and how we can maybe change that outlook, perception, point of view to help us in an energetic perspective. Yes? So right now, for example, we have this pandemic, right, with COVID-19, yes? So a lot of what's happening in the mindset of what a lot of people are experiencing is a matter of density. Now we remember, if we remember, hopefully you remember, density is when a vibration is moving super slow. And when a vibration is moving super slow, it will take on more of a physical form, or it will affect the physical body, okay? Or it'll show up in some sort of physical way as a manifestation, in a particle, okay, which is part of the atomic structure of energy. So we are density and matter. Our human bodies are density and matter. And because those waves, they have information on it, remember, those density waves, they move slower, right? So living in the 3D world, it takes time to sort of move matter through space, right? So that is why things take so long. And that is why it gets challenging for us when we are either expecting, desiring, wanting, or needing some sort of manifestation, something to show up in a physical way, right? So with COVID, there are things that we still need to do in a physical manner, physical manner, in order to help us humans who are in physical form stop spreading this virus. Yes? So we do have an amazing body, right, from the physical form. We also have an energetic form. Whoops! Computer almost dropped because the dog jumped off my lap. Can't have that. No. We also are made up of energy, and energy are lighter waves, faster waves, right? They are higher minded. They are elevated, they feel better. You are lighter, happier, things like joy, gratitude, right? So we also have the capacity to take in information on a higher frequency, okay? On an energy frequency, right? So we as humans, we deal with matter, which is density, and we deal with also energy, yes, with light waves. So we have energy centers in our body, yes, that have kind of like minds of their own. Each of those centers kind of rule or oversee certain areas of the body and secrete certain hormones or chemicals that can either help us or hurt us, yes? So depending on where our density thoughts are, remember density is slower and more in the physical form. So depending on where those thoughts are, that's where that information is going. That's where the energy is going in your body. So really, the lower density energy centers are the first three, let's call them chakras. You guys probably know them better as chakras, but they are energy centers. It's the root, sacral, and the solar plexus, right? The upper, more energy, so those were the density. The more energy chakras start at the heart. As soon as energy hits the heart, it goes straight to higher, faster frequency waves, right? So it's the heart, the throat, the third eye, which is the pineal gland, which actually is in the back of your head, and your crown and your soul star chakra right here, okay? So the heart, the heart chakra is what takes the light wave. Once it hits the heart, it goes faster, right? So then we become more energy. So with this COVID, when we're having these density thoughts, right, of fear, panic, uncertainty, shame, guilt, a lot of things are being brought up right now from our childhood. And this is like our inner wounded child. Like today, for me, I'll just give you an example. I started to think about my body and my looks, which actually is apropos to the shadow period of Venus retrograde, which is starting next week. So I'm definitely in that. And Venus is all about beauty, relationships, and money. Yes. So anyways, I'm right in alignment with that energy. I woke up this morning feeling ugly. That's a whole other video. Anyways, let's get back. So because we are energy and our energy centers are of higher minded emotions and feelings, ideally what we would like to be doing in this time is to be having these elevated emotions as much as possible, even if they're just little bits at a time, because little bits at a time is better than no bits at a time. Yes, yes. So it is important for us to be able to get our heads into a mindset or a space or our body feeling or whatever it is that we're feeling into a place of a higher minded, higher vibrational frequency, so that our body can actually release those hormones and those secretions that are healing, that help heal our body, right? So we have this amazing body that can actually heal itself, right? If we tap into the right energy, and light waves and frequencies come from thoughts. Thoughts produce feelings, and feelings produce the emotion, which is the energy in motion, and that's how your energy is kind of moving through your body. However, it is also super important to realize that because we live in a 3D world of time and space, we still have to take precautions in a 3D physical manner using matter. So we still have to use things like matter to matter. So for example, that is the reason why we would do things during this pandemic with COVID, washing our hands, using gloves, using masks, right? Because all of those are physical things that happen in the 3D world, yes? So those are matter to matter issues, right? Getting ourselves into a headspace so that our bodies can fight any illnesses, whether it's pandemic time or not, any illnesses, viruses, any traumas to the body, getting the blood flow, metabolism, all the things, that is through light waves, right? And remember, all the light waves, every wave has information on it, whether it's a density wave or a light wave, an energy wave, right? So right now it is super important for us to be coming from a place, excuse me, my throat chakra is like, we don't want to say things. And it's only because I'm worried you guys may not either understand or be judging the shit out of me. Yes, I am human and I have these issues too. Thank you. But we do have to come from a matter to matter place, which is why we do have to take precautions of that mask, social distancing, where we take our physical body, which I would prefer using the word physical distancing, but okay. Taking our physical body, separating it from another physical form, using a mask. And again, this is so we can help other people, right? And also be considerate of other people, but also for ourselves in case, God forbid, we do get, sick, or even, and there's the flu running around, there's even allergies, everything. It's not even just COVID, but a lot of people are right now frustrated, angry, sad, the whole thing because of this quarantine thing. But that's actually a matter to matter issue, right? So it is hard for a human being who's density and energy to kind of like get a grasp of things and really understand why we need to do certain things. And there are people who are completely and totally rebelling this. And obviously we have the gift of free will and choice. I get that. But we're also being forced to, through our own isolation, miss not only physical contact, but contact with others and the collective. So we are actually being taught right now energetically how to also think of the collective, not just ourselves. So this whole thing is just rather interesting if you kind of step outside of it and look at it from an energetic perspective. But for today's message, it's really important for us to really keep our energy in alignment, right? So that we can have the immunity to fight everything and anything. Not get so stressed out in density that we might injure ourselves, so that we slow down and have to kind of get into or find a way to that elevated emotion, right? So, it takes time, which is also why it's taking so long for this virus to sort of complete its course, if we want to call it, because it's matter to matter. It's dealing with the physical body, right? So the physical body has to heal. The body has to catch up to those light waves because they're slower moving frequencies. So it takes time. All right, guys, what am I always saying to you? Stay connected. Stay connected to your friends and family. Stay connected to yourself. This is a great way to stay connected to yourself as much as you can, as often as you can, even if it's just a little bit at a time. See if you can get yourself into an energy space instead of a density space. I know it's easier for me to say than for you to do, but that should be a goal right now. Should be a goal, but do the best you can. I'm not going to sit here and judge you and tell you you're wrong. There is no shame in just being able to handle whatever you can handle right now. We're all having an upgrade. So stay connected to yourself. And of course, you can stay connected to me. You can check me out at TerrieHuberman.com. And I'll see ya on the flip side.